welcome. How are you doing today? This is gonna be another one of those ones where I complain about accounts payable, which I think must be completely unwatchable because nobody gets it and nobody cares. Alright, so in a different video I talked about drop ships. Now I'm going to talk about a different kind of order. Alright, so the drop ships is when the order is shipped straight from the manufacturer to our customer and we're like brokering a deal. And then standards are purchase orders from within the company that are inbound orders to either our warehouses, our stores, our establishments. They're inbound to our company. So our company has to handle the receivings, processing the packing slips, and then we match the invoices to all that, right? So one of the girls who processes our inbound invoices seems to just be losing her invoices all of the time. There's our inbound, our standard orders, the inbound ones, are split between two girls. So one of them just does the regular ones, and then the other one does the discount vendors. So, you know, this doesn't happen in like real life, but as a company, with a manufacturer, there are some certain discount terms. Most of the invoices are net 30, right? You get the invoice, you have 30 days to pay it. Well, with the discount vendors, if you pay it within a certain period of time, you can deduct a discount from the total of the invoice, right? So obviously, those are priority. You want to get them paid on time. So the girl who processes all of our discount invoices, oh my gosh, just about every day she's asking me for copies of invoices. And I know that I've already given her copies because I spend the first hour and a half of my day sorting through all the mail and all of the incoming billing documents in the accounts payable email. And then I sort them and I pass them out to each individual who handles the different type of invoices that they are. The girl who handles the regular net 30, she doesn't ask me for copies of invoices ever. She doesn't lose them. If she ever does have to request an invoice from a vendor, it's because the vendor hadn't sent it to us yet. This other girl, and I like her, I really do. Like, I think she's fantastic. But you can really like a person and still be annoyed with the way that they do their job, right? I've been really good friends with coworkers. Like, they were my best friends outside of work. And if I had to work a shift with them, I was just like, fucking idiot. But then we'd still go hang out after work and leave it at the door. But one vendor, like, okay, here's the thing, is like when I build my batches of checks to print, there's a button I can push when I create the batch that says take non-qualifying discounts. So if, for example, this invoice was 2% net 10, which means as long as you pay it within 10 days of the invoice date, you can deduct 2% of the invoice total. That's your discount. And now with most people, if we take a non-qualifying discount when we really don't deserve it, most vendors, they don't care, you know? There's like one of them that'll let us know, like, hey, this was not within the terms, you owe us, you know, $2.37. But the one vendor you do not fucking play with is Glock. Glock doesn't play any fucking games, dude. No. Because they will let you know, hey, these invoices are due tomorrow and they haven't been paid yet. And they'll CC the controller of my company, the woman who presides over the entire accounting department, even though the payment's not even late yet. So, you don't fuck around with Glock. They will cut you off. They're nuts. If you are even slightly fucked in your payments, they'll cut you off. So, you know, since we do get discount terms with Glock, this girl tends to just be like every single week asking me to like re-give her copies of these Glock invoices. I just like started putting the Glock statements in her inbox. It can be her problem. Usually I do statements, but this can be her problem now because it's clearly a problem for her. So she can keep the problem and keep me out of it. Glock sends us a weekly statement every single week. Most vendors send you a monthly statement. Glock sends you one every fucking week. Sometimes they'll send you 2 in one day. So the girls got the statement. I get an email today in my department inbox that says, hey, these invoices aren't due yet, but they're past their discount date. What's the deal? And I look into our accounting software, and these invoices have not been entered, and no other invoices have been matched to the purchase order in their place. So I just forwarded it straight to the girl who processes the Glock invoices. And she replies saying, I don't see that we got any product receivings to match these invoices for these orders, and we don't have these invoices. I know for a fucking fact, those missing invoices that she doesn't have, they're listed on the statement. So if she was missing some fucking invoices, she should have seen it on her fucking statement. But when she replies to me, she CCs our manager. I guess to try and cover her ass, right? And I got so fucking frustrated because she's always had this problem, particularly with Glock. And I've tried to just make her handle her own fucking problem by saying, here's the statements. If you're missing an invoice, but it's on the statement, I already gave it to you. So saying like, we don't have these invoices. Well, honey, what the fuck are you doing with your statement? You know that they should be there. You're supposed to be checking to make sure all these invoices are in the system. So now we've lost these discounts. We can't take non-qualifying discounts with Glock. They're not having it. No. These invoices weren't even due yet. They just said, hey, they're past their discount date. What's your deal? Even though we still have like 15 more days to pay them in full. And I just got so frustrated, and I replied all since she wanted to involve our manager. When I've done these things with her before, where I've had to just be like, nudge, nudge, sweetheart, I try to be really polite about it, but it's very frustrating to me. And I never CC our manager because I'm trying to handle this between each other. You know, I don't want to get her in trouble. I don't want to make it a big thing. I just want her to fucking do her thing and not involve me in it. I shouldn't have to be on top of her shit. Or resending her invoices all the fucking time. Where do they go? She fucking loses them. So I just replied all, and I said, I attached the copies of the invoices that she said she didn't have, and I said, we received copies of these invoices several weeks ago. I don't see how they would have gotten lost. And then my email signature that says, thank you, Danielle Starr. But like, God, there's another vendor that she takes care of that like a month ago now, I got a statement that said like, and it had like a special email attached to it. It wasn't just like a, here's your statement. It was like, hey, you owe us $30,000 that's past due. Here's a statement. Please send us $30,000 ASAP. So I forwarded it to her. I printed 2 copies of the statement. I went over one. I put one in her inbox. I printed out copies of the past due invoices again. Now, one of those invoices was over 60 days past due, and it was like $850. But the other invoice was $29 and something thousand. And I don't give a fuck if your receivings are fucked up. You can't just sit on an invoice that's nearly $30,000 saying, well, I think I'm waiting on a credit. I'm not really sure. And eventually I started forwarding all of these communications to her and being like, have you replied to the person from their company yet? Stop telling me what's going on. I don't need to know what the fuck is going on with your orders. I want you to contact the fucking vendor that is sending us all these fucking statements and emails saying, motherfucker, you owe us $30,000. And at this point, I've printed up so many copies and forwarded so many emails, and like, she's said nothing to me and CC'd me on nothing. And I've now, at this point, privately, when she wasn't in the office, talked to the other girl who handles the regular invoices and my manager, and been like, she's sitting on these $30,000, like, she's sitting on $30,000 $30,000, 2 unpaid invoices that are past due. There's no way we're gonna fucking be able to take the discount now because we're gonna get we're setting ourselves up to get a finance charge on top of not even getting our fucking discount. You can't just not pay someone $30,000 for over 60 days. Especially when the company has the money. You're fucking up our line of credit with vendors. This looks bad. We try and get like credits set up with other vendors. Our bank account information is not enough. We have to show them evidence of like good faith from other vendors. And if you're gonna do some fuck shit, quit making it my problem. Anyway, I want to thank you for listening. I feel like forgiveness is very important, so I want you to forgive yourself for the time that you've wasted watching this video. And have a good day.